We're getting back to this ball game now. It's family first, folks. So when I get a call from my son, and we had a call planned at noon, but we got it done early. I'm going to let people get in here for the continuation of this ball game. It's Wegener on the mound. One hit or walk away from fatigue here in the top of the seventh. I will set it up again. Let me get some coffee. Detroit at the Yankees will be the afternoon game. It's a snoozer, but I don't want to go out of order. It'll be McLean for the Tigers and Bonson for the Yankees. Welcome, everybody. It's the Strat-O-Matic Network. Jeffrey Guterman here. I'm going to get some coffee, and then we'll get going with this ball game here. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network. I am in Studio B here in Fort Lauderdale, and we got a ball game. The Cubs have tied it up 3-3 here in the top of the seventh, and they're not done. Let me just set it up for you again. The Hundley led off, grounded to short. Pinch hitter Willie Smith came in for Selma. He singled. Then Nate Oliver ran for him. Kessinger singled, and it was first and third. And then Beckert hit a ground ball to Fairley, and it was an error. So it's first and second. Wegener is still not out of this. He's one hitter walk away from fatigue. And it's going to be the dangerous Billy Williams coming up, who's 1 for 3 with a solo home run in the first. And we're going to start in 2 minutes, restart this ball game. It'll be the Tigers at the Yankees this afternoon. Okay, Wegener now working from the stretch. I had a great phone call, Kathy. Just great, really. And resolved something very important. And then we're going to have another phone call next weekend. I'm trying to help my son get organized as me. To have all his affairs in order. And thank you for coming back, Kathy. Here's Wegener now. I don't know if you missed the setup, Kathy, but it's first and second now. It's a tie ball game. The error by Fairley. It's first and second, 1 out. The go-ahead run is on second. Here's Billy Williams, left-handed hitter. And she's going to do a question top of the ninth, Kathy will. Here's Wegener now from the stretch. Pitch to Williams. That's a 1-8 right-handed. He grounds it to first. Double play. Oh, my. Fairley, who had made the error, stepped on the bag and then threw it to second for an inning-ending double play. And the side is retired. Wegener gets out of that without fatigue. 1 run, though. That'd be 1 out, 2 outs. We'll count it as an earned run. And we're heading to the bottom of the seventh. There's a new pitcher for the Cubs. It's Ted Abernathy. I've got such a good kid, Kathy. You know what he's doing today? He's buying a basketball so he could play with his wife. I said, you know, what do you have to buy a basketball? He says, it's only about $20. Well, you know, I guess it's not a pro basketball. And he said, we're also going out to eat tonight. It's our anniversary of when we first became boyfriend, girlfriend. I said, that's awesome. Have a great time. Drive safely. What I'm glad is that he's trying to enjoy life. You know what I mean? He's got the day off. Well, I just want my son to be happy and responsible. You know? That's all I want. Is that so much to ask? And he's such a good kid to me. Well, there's the new pitcher, Ted Abernathy, who, after Smith pinch hit for Selma, and it's a tie ball game now, so anybody's ball game here. And we have a philosophy here, folks, at the Strat-O-Matic Network, family first. So if my son calls me during a ball game, that game is automatically this broadcast is discontinued. And then we pick it up. Abernathy taking his warm-ups now. And he's ready. Here's Gary Sutherland to lead it off, bottom of the seventh. It is a 3-3 ball game, and quite a ball game it has been. On that big 3-run inning in the sixth. Okay, here's Abernathy, the wind-up and the pitch to Sutherland. That's going to be 6-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second. X for Beckert. 230. .230, 1-2. It's going to go through for a base hit, an S1. E30, 6-9, 10. And that's a leadoff single for Sutherland. So the Expos doing pesky stuff here, Kathy. And here's Staub, left-handed hitter. Sutherland, the go-ahead run here. Staub 1 for 3 today. Abernathy from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 5-7 left-handed. Grounds it to short X. That's for Kessinger. This could be 2. He's at 221. 221, 12-2, G1. E21, 6-9, 11. 21-11. It's going to be a clean G1 with a runner on first, and it is a double play. It's Kessinger to Beckert, 2 Banks. And it's 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Ron Fairley. Fairley allowed the error. Very pesky. Oy. But he got out of it along with the Expos, pulling the double play ball, stepping on the bag and throwing Williams out with first and second, 1 out. It's a 3-3 game. 2 outs, nobody on. Fairley now. 0 for 2, walked and scored. The pitch from Abernathy. That's 110 right-handed. That's a ballpark blast by Fairley. That's a 9 on the 20 die. It might be deep enough. He's got the power. And it's gone. Ron Fairley has hit a home run here in the 7th to put the Expos ahead. A pescified solo home run with 2 outs there. Oh, let's look at that again, please. First, let me enter it. Ron Fairley with the home run. And the fans are going crazy. The Expos have come from behind here. They're leading now 4-3. For Fairley, that is home run number 14. He had 12 on the season. Let's look at that again. It was a 110, right-handed, ballpark blast. He's a left-hander in Jerry Park. It's a left-hander, 1-9. It just cleared the fence. And it's now a 4-3 ball game. And here's Big Mac Jones. Abernathy, the loser of record now. Wegner with the big win of record. He has allowed 2 hits in his second endurance inning, so he will be vulnerable. Simbera is warming. Here's Big Mac Jones, Abernathy now. The pitch to Jones. That is 3-8 right-handed, and there's a base hit. And that's going to be it for Abernathy. Yeah, DeRoche's through with him. Second hit for Jones. It was a 3-8 single. Isn't that something? He's had it with him. Meanwhile, they kept Wegner in here, but everything is different. You know, every play. He pitched 2/3, enough to be the loser of record. He allowed 3 hits. He's allowed 1 run thus far, the losing run. Let's see who's coming in here. It's now a 4-3 ball game. A big comeback by the pesky Expos. It will be Phil Reagan, who is well rested. Phil Reagan will come in. Reagan takes his warm-ups. He is a right-hander. 2 outs. It's Big Mac Jones on first. He's ready now. And here's Kevin Collins, left-handed hitter. Okay, here's Reagan. The pitch to Collins. Trying to get out of this. 4-7 left-handed. There's a base hit to right. Jones, 1-14, 1-16, 1-15. He'll hold. We're not worried about that. With 2 outs. With 1 out, we might have stretched him for the possible sacrifice fly, but it's first and second, 2 down, and Bateman is the batter. Here's Reagan now. The pitch from Reagan to Bateman. Let's get out of this. This game is hardly over. 6-4 right-handed ballpark slash. Right-handed, that might go through. And it does. And that's going to load the bases. So Cubs pitching really having big problems here. As you saw, Selma facing 8 batters in the 6th, allowing 3 runs, and then knocked out in the 7th. Actually, Abernathy came in, but it's bases full, 2 outs. Here's Bobby Wine, who had the big double to knock in a run. It's 4-3. They could blow it wide open here if Wine can do it again. Here's Reagan. Pitch to Wine, 6-10 right-handed. Fly ball center. This should end the inning. And Jimmy Hall is under it. He makes the catch and the side is retired. But another run on the home run by Ron Fairley. And we've gone 7, and the Expos have come back to take the lead. It's a 4-3 ball game. And Wegener has gone all the frickin' way. And that's going to be it for Wegener. How do you like that? Gene Mauch will bring Simbera in to save it. They're not even going to take any chances on him. How do you like that? Simbera coming in. Wegener, the winner of record now. He pitched 7. He allowed 6 hits. Overall, pretty good baseball. He walked 4. Struck out 2 and allowed 3, all in the 6th. I'm sorry, allowed 3. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? He allowed that tying run, but turns out to be the winner here. And Karl Simbera comes in to take his warm-ups. It will be a question in the top of the ninth, folks. Okay, Simbera ready. It's going to be Santo, Banks, and Hall. Santo, Banks, and Hall here in the top of the 8th. Simbera in for the save. Simbera is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Santo. That's going to be 5-7 right-handed. There's a base hit to left. Santo leads it off with a single. Off Simbera, 6-7 right-handed. 5-7 right-handed, I'm sorry. Santo on first. Here's Banks now. Simbera from the stretch. The pitch to Banks. 6-7 right-handed. He walked them. So Simbera has put the first 2 on for Jimmy Hall. Hall 2 for 3. I'm looking, folks, for a game this afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Tigers at the Yankees. Maybe earlier, maybe 2. I'm not sure. The tying run on second, the go-ahead on first, and it's Jimmy Hall facing Simbera. Here's Simbera from the stretch. The pitch to Hall. 1-9. Oh my, Hall swings and there's a drive hit out deep. Oh my, by Hall. And it's gone. A 3-run home run by Jimmy Hall. Oh my, oh my. And the Cubs take a lead 6-4 here. Oh my. Jimmy Hall. He's a W power across the, well, he's got N against right-handers. He only had 3 home runs, and he connected on that one. Lord. Let's look at that again. 1-9 right-handed. Home run 1-2, and gosh darn it, it was a 2. Kathy Horton. That was a friggin' 2. Oh, Lord. For Hall, and I have him listed in the American League. I'll have to switch him. That is home run number 1 for him. We'll have to switch him here. That is the first home run of the season. Again, he had 3 in real world. This was his first. Whoa. Simbera is now the loser of record, and Reagan the winner. Lord, things change quickly around here. Here's Hickman now. No outs, nobody on. Simbera. Here's the pitch to Hickman. That's 5-5 right-handed, walked him, and that's going to be it for Simbera. Gene Mauka's coming out. That's it. No use in letting that go on. Lord, we'll have a little break in the action here. Simbera pitched 0 innings, but long enough to allow a 3-run home run. And he's responsible for Hickman on first. 3 runs, that's a 6-4 game. Let's see who's coming in here. It's going to be Roy Face, the veteran. Roy Face coming in, so there'll be a little break in the action here. As Face comes in to take his warm-ups. It's been quite a ball game, folks. Cubs coming back. Sorry, Kathy. To de-pescify. Phil Reagan now the winner of this ball game. A Face taking his warm-ups. It's Hickman on first, still nobody out. And here comes Hundley now. Kathy Horton quiet after the 3-run home run by Jimmy Hall. Okay, here's Face now with Hickman on first, no outs. The pitch to Hundley. Cubs have 4-6 right-handed, flies to center, 1 out. And here's Phil Reagan, the winner of record, coming in to hit. Might as well stay with him. He is a 1 WR. 1 out, Hickman on first. The pitch to Reagan. That is 4-5. Reagan, right-handed hitter, grounds it to third to force Hickman, 2 outs, and Reagan is on. And here's Kessinger. Expos down by 2 now on that 3-run blast by Hall. Okay, Kessinger now. Kessinger 1 for 2, walked twice. Here's Face. That's 6-6, switch hitter batting left, and that's going to be a base hit by Kessinger. My, oh my. Reagan will go to third and hold. First and third, 2 down. We can close Simbera out as Face is now responsible for everybody on base. First and third, 2 down. Actually, he gets another inning. Simbera gets a third of an inning credit there. With the base runner that he left on ended up being forced. Two down, first and third, and Beckert the batter. Face trying to get the Expos out of this to keep them somewhat in this ball game. Beckert 0 for 4. He reached on the error. And the pitch, 4-10, right-handed, fly ball center X. Klein at 2-5. (10-2). He gets to it on an F2 E5. 5-8-10. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 3 big runs in quite a seesaw ball game here. We're in the middle of the 8th. It's now 6-4 Cubs, with Phil Reagan the winner of the game. Elroy, whoa, Elroy Face is still alive. Let me have some hope here. Let me look that up. Elroy is alive. Whoa. Elroy is alive. They call him the Baron of the Bullpen. 16-year career. And he's freaking 96 years old, just like Bill said. Elroy. God bless him. Elroy. God frickin' bless him. I believe he was on that 60 championship team. Yeah. He was on that team, wasn't he? Was he a reliever on the Pirates? He won 2 games in the series. My Jesus. My Jesus. Here's Reagan trying to win it here. There's going to be a hitter for Face. Oh, how do you like that? There's going to be a hitter for Face who came in and pitched 2/3. He got the job done. To lead off here, the bottom of the 8th. It's been quite a game. Now we got a question from Kathy coming up. They are down by 2 here. It's going to be Jose Herrera coming in to hit. Jose Herrera. Wait a minute. No, it's going to be Jim Ferry. Jim Ferry, the left-handed hitter. It's a well-rested bullpen at this point. And coming in to pitch, by the way, will be Dan McGinn. He 18-1, holy cow. So was he a starter? You see, I may have missed up on that. Here's McGinn, he's taking his warm-ups. He'll come in for Face. Simbera, the loser of record. And it's going to be Jim Ferry, the left-handed hitter. He's been in the lineup on occasion, so there's no reason why we wouldn't use him. A left-handed hitter, 286 average. I don't care if he had 49. All in relief. That's astonishing. Don't miss our afternoon ball game. Detroit Tigers with Denny McClain at the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. I believe it's Bonson, but I'm not certain. Wait a minute. It is Bonson. Okay, Reagan facing Ferry. Bottom of the 8th. Ferry to lead it off. The windup and the pitch from Reagan. That's going to be 3-7 right-handed. He grounds it to first. Banks has it. And he'll take it to the bag for the first out. It's 6-4. 6-4 Cubs here. It was 1-0 Cubs, 2-0 Cubs, and then the Expos came back to take the lead 3-2 after 6. Cubs tied it in the top of the 7th at 3. Expos took a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 7th on Fairley's home run, only to have the Cubs score 3 in the 8th, including on the 3-run home run by the unlikely Jimmy Hall, who was acquired from the Yankees. Here's Ty Klein, 1 out, nobody on. Klein 0 for 2, walked twice. Reagan into his windup. Pitch to Klein, 1-8 right-handed, lines it right at Beckert. He literally did not have to move. Right at him, 2 outs. That's amazing. 18-1, all in relief. Here's Sutherland. 2 outs, nobody on. Reagan. The sign from Hundley and the pitch to Sutherland. That's going to be 1-2 right-handed. Grounds it to first for Banks. And this one will be covered by Reagan at the bag. And the side is retired. It's a 1-2-3 for Reagan. You know, Reagan was a shaky there when he came in to relieve Abernathy, letting up 2 singles, then finally getting Wine and loading the bases. He came in with Big Mac Jones on first, and then he got Wine to fly out to end the inning. So we're heading to the top of the 9th, but before that, we have Kathy Harden doing a beautiful question here. Top of the 9th. Here it is. A common phrase we use when we want to include everything comes from three parts of a musket: barrel, lock, and what? And Bill Ivamy says stock. Stock, barrel, and key. Bill gets it. Bill gets it again. Bill Ivamy, you know, you are quite a repository of knowledge. I gotta hand it to you. Great question, Kathy Harden, and we're heading to the 9th. Dan McGinn coming out, he died. Musket knowledge is lacking, so is mine, Peter. My musket knowledge is way remiss. It really is. It really, really is. Okay, here we go. McGinn is ready. Trying to keep the Expos in this. It's 6-4 Cubs. And it's going to be Billy Williams. Williams 1 for 4 today. Again, don't miss our afternoon game. I'm looking at a 11-12-1, 2:30 start. A 2:30 p.m. start. What's that racket out there? That freaking guy. He's quite an animal. Okay, here's Williams facing McGinn. The wind up and the pitch to Williams, 2-6, and he lines it, grounds it to first. And Fairley has it, takes it to the bag, 1 away. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it will be Staub, Fairley, and Big Mac Jones, the heart of the order. Expos trail by 2 here. It's been a seesaw ball game. Here's McGinn now. The pitch to Santo. That's going to be 1-7 left-handed. Grounds it to second for Sutherland. 2 away. And Ernie Banks, 1 for 3. Solo home run in the 4th. Walked and scored on the 8th on that, what is the game-winning 3-run home run by Jimmy Hall. Jimmy Hall. There's Jimmy Hall. Isn't it funny how you get an idea in your head that somebody is a black guy or a white guy or a Hispanic guy? I always thought he was a black guy. He's still alive. And Jimmy Hall is a white dude. This is kind of strange, funny how you get those ideas, huh? Okay, here's Banks now. Banks 1 for 3, solo blast, walked and scored. Here's McGinn. And the pitch to Banks. That's going to be 6-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. So McGinn gets the Cubs in order, and we're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Phil Reagan now, the winner of record. Phil Reagan is still alive. He's 86. So Reagan comes out, takes his warm-ups. And he's going to have to face the heart of this Expos order here. It's going to be Staub now. Staub leading it off. Expos down by 2. It's 6-4 Cubs. Bottom of the 9th. Staub 1 for 4. He singled and was doubled up. Here's Reagan. The pitch to Staub. That is 3-9 right-handed. Walked him. So Staub is on, and Fairley will be the tying run at the plate. This is not an endurance inning. Staub on first, nobody out. Reagan from the stretch. Cal Griffith, owner of the Twins, had his problems with black players, had to be a superstar. Well, he was on the Twins. I noticed that when I was looking, Bill. At some point, Jimmy Hall was on the Twins. Here's Fairley now, who hit his 14th home run. He could tie it up if he does it again. Staub on first, Reagan on the mound. Here's the pitch to Fairley. That's 1-6. And that is a double down the line. Staub goes to third and holds. So the tying run on second with nobody out. And here's Big Mac Jones, the winning run at the plate. And here comes Leo out to talk to Reagan. No reason to use Abernathy. I'm not going to use Nye. I could use Ken Johnson. It's a very tough call. We're gonna, you know what? I might bring Aguirre in if he did not pitch on the 13th, because he's a left-hander. So if you'll bear with me a second. They're staging a rally here, absolutely. But Kathy, you know I have to look out for both sides. Abernathy pitched on the 14th. I'm sorry, Aguirre pitched on the 14th. If he did not pitch on the 13th, he's ready to come in. We're taking a look here in the games. No, he did not. So Aguirre is coming in. That's it. That is it for Reagan. Aguirre will come in to pitch his second day in a row here. Here comes Aguirre taking his warm-ups. There'll be a little break in the action here. He's eligible for the save. Reagan ends up pitching 1 1/3, allowing 3 hits, walking 1, and he has not allowed any runs, but the tying run is on base on second, and Aguirre will be responsible to make sure they don't lose it here. Aguirre taking his warm-ups, the left-hander against Big Mac Jones. As conventional wisdom would say, that makes sense. But you look at it and you see that Big Mac is, I guess he's better against, you know, it's hard to tell sometimes, but to me it looks like almost a draw. He did face left-handers 16% of the time. Aguirre is ready. Second and third, nobody out. The Cubs bring the infield in. Here's Aguirre. Actually, they'll keep it back. They're going to keep it back because that's only the tying run. Here's Aguirre now. The pitch to Big Mac Jones. Infield back. 2-9 left-handed. Oh my. It's hit well into the gap. And that's going to drop. It's a tie ball game and a double by Big Mac Jones. Would have been the case. It could have been a game-winning home run on a ballpark blast had Reagan stayed in. The right-hander, Big Mac Jones, left-handed. No, it would not have been gone. It would have been just a base hit to asteroids, but it's about a draw. What a ball game. It is a tie ball game now. A huge double by Big Mac, and we'll take 2 runs there to Reagan. And he is no longer the winner of record. McGinn has a chance to win this. Simbero off the hook. It's no outs. Big Mac Jones on second. He's a 1-14, Kathy Harden. And there's going to be a hitter for Kevin Collins. How do you like that? With Aguirre on the mound. There'll be a hitter for Kevin Collins, the third baseman. He's a left-handed. And it will be Coco. Coco LeBoy is coming in. Coco's been playing plenty. They tend not to use him against, well, they were just platooning with Collins, but Coco is coming in. He'll stay in if needed and play third. And here's Aguirre trying not to lose it. My Lord, what a game. It's a 6-6 ball game. Okay, Aguirre now. The pitch to Coco. 6-12 right-handed, fly ball left for Williams. Williams a 3-12. This will be important to see if it's not he or the yes, hot Coco. Williams trying to get to that. That's going to be a 12-3. He's getting to it on an F2. 6-11, 12-13, E12. And oh, he boots it. Oh, and the ball game is over. A 2-run error by Billy Williams, and Big Mac Jones comes home with the winning run. Oh, and let's look at that, folks. Oh, what a thriller. Oh, my. No run batted in. The loser is Aguirre. Oh, Lord, the game is over. Let's look at it again, folks. I'm going to show it to you on all levels. It was a fly ball to left field to Williams. I thought he did get to it. A 12-3 F2. So he got to it all right. But when we look at him E12, it was a 6-11, 12-13 on an E12. And there's your 13 E2. Hot Cocoa with marshmallows on an E2, an F2 E2. Runners advance 2 bases, and boy, to see Big Mac Jones crossing that plate, and what a game it was, Kathy Harden. The final score, Montreal 7, Chicago Cubs 6 in a thriller. McGinn gets the win. 7-8. He pitched 1 inning perfectly. Aguirre the loss. And he pitched 0 innings. We'll call it an earned run. Because, you know, we just can't tell on that. Montreal 7 runs, 9-12, 13 hits, 1 error. Cubs 6 runs, 6-8, 9 hits, and 2 errors. So a thriller at Jarry Park. We'll see if for the Cubs might be finished, Bill. Yeah, I'll look. We'll see you this afternoon, Kathy Harden. That's going to be a 2:30 start. Cubs 147. This will be game 148. 58, 9, 61, 2. That's 14. No, they're not finished. At least not mathematically, because they're now 11 games out. Bill, 11 games behind. 127 This was game 128 for them, 38, 48. Wait a minute. 147, 148, 58, 92, 162, 14 games left, and they're 11 out now. Thank you, Kathy Harden. We'll see you at 2:30. Peter, Bill Ivamy, thank you for the awesomeness. I want to say to everybody, stay strong, stay well, and Lord, I will catch you all next time. What a game, what a finish here at Jerry Park. I'd like to overrule DeRocha, you bet. You bet your ass I'd like to overrule him, Bill Ivamy. We thought we did all the right things. We brought in Aguirre, the left-hander, to face Big Mac Jones, who doubled. And Billy Williams with the two-base error. I'll catch you all later, everybody.